So come on in, take a sip. Let's wind down. Tell you what, I got to the store this morning. I was going to get some stuff to make dinner tonight, and which consisted of a ginormous omelet. But I saw this bottle on the shelf, Janee. And I thought, well, I've never seen that bottle before in my life. It's a Pedor. It's a 2023 Merlot. And I loved the bottle. It just seemed playful and fun with those big block letters, right? You know, and I poured it just a bit ago before I did the New York Times Saturday, and it has remained the same. I mean, this is like it's a cassis and plum on the nose. Very fruity. Even got some vanilla in there. I feel like it's got a little bit of leather and pepper going on too. There's some interesting notes in there. But on the palate, it's straight up cassis and plum, maybe some blackberry. Very, very nice. Just like we got a touch of vanilla. Just a very, very pleasant wine. And I would say this is bold and tannic and acidic. I would put it at about 13%. And I would say that, I mean, it's very, very dry. On that scale, 1 to 100, 100 being sweet and 1 being perfect for me, I'd put this right down in there in that first block, right? You know, no more than 10 to 100 on that scale. Very pleasant for me, but it is very tannic. But the boldness makes up for that, along with the acidity, and it's kind of a balancing act for me, and I do like it. But I'd say this is just begging. This is begging for salmon. Or maybe a nice big thick steak. I'll try not to finish this one tonight. Maybe have it tomorrow with a nice steak. That'd make for some fine Sunday dining. Let's hop into our grid, which we have a quick, cryptic, and LT. I'm not sure how she says her avatar, or if it's a he. I have no idea these days. So, but one of our community members suggested I try the quick cryptic on Saturday and the quiptic on Sundays. I think that was the order. So we're going to try the quick cryptic here, and I see this is from today. We don't have a cryptic on Saturday or Sunday, so that's a Monday through Friday thing, and thank goodness, because I tell you what, I did the cryptic on Thursday and on Friday, and if you saw that, you know what a yank slapping I took. That's rough stuff, right? You know, and so I've got a lot to learn there, but I love learning anyway, and so it's quite all right. And I've heard a few comments that have been sent to me in direct messages or an email, just the kind of thing that people probably don't want to share, you know, with the whole world, maybe out of fear that it might embarrass me or something like that. But just, it was the people obviously trying to be very supportive and just saying, look, you know, these are hard for everybody, and don't take it personally. And I just want everybody to know, I mean, my wife makes mention of this quite often. When I do The Guardian, it proves that I'm a human. When I'm doing the New York Times, I'm doing the New York Times with almost 40 years of experience there. I mean, I've been playing with those puzzles for years and years and years. So it's pretty easy for me to come across as like maybe, you know, a pretty good solver, right? You know, and I rarely ever get hemmed up by anything. And so this is a chance for me to appear human according to her. But the way I look at it, I don't care if I get nothing right. I'm here to learn and have a good time. Maybe share a few anecdotes, right, and hear from you, and vice versa, right? You know, make friends around the world, and just you know, discover our love for all things cruciverbalist. I mean, that's what it is. It's all about finding the truth in things, right? You know, and so it doesn't bother me a bit. That's why you see me laughing through a yank slap or grinning modestly after I might get a yank win. But I really don't know that I'm going to really try to focus on that. I mean, I've changed the wording up to be not yank versus, you know, or guardian versus yank. Maybe just the yank and the guardian, right? The guardian and the yank, I mean, kind of a thing. Because it's really what it is. It's just me learning a new language, you know, a new dialect. And I think it's really a cool thing. As a lover of languages, as a linguist, these are things I love. So let's hop into our grid and see what we've got here and just try to figure this out. I've been told this may be a bit easier than my cryptics, so maybe this will help me kind of get better. So we've got a snowdrop at 9. And I know what the rules are. I mean, you know, the clue beginning or ending is going to work with the answer. Otherwise, you're looking at anagrams, hidden words, so on and so forth. A charade, which those are the ones that just kill me. So yeah. Let's see. So here we have an attendant bidding farewell to model. Attendant bidding farewell to model, okay. Salerno rebuilt as Joan of Arc's home city. Well, I mean, she's from Orleans, is she not? Bottle opener for Irish counties 8. Got 9 letters, and I was gonna put in a church key, but maybe not with that O there. So maybe a corkscrew. I think technically the same thing, slanger or otherwise, right? Little tabby cat, say, from Kent. It wanders. Well, I have a K. And a little tabby, say, from Kent. So I'm going to go with a kitten. So I guess this attendant bidding farewell to model could be a valet. And a snowdrop. Is this NL by any chance? Rents out easels. So I think we have an anagram of easels, and of course to rent would be to lease. So leases. And I think we do have an avalanche up top. And man, this one's a little bit easier for me than the cryptic. Home in suburban estate. I mean, it looks like it's just kind of begging to be a nest here. So, trouble bringing success to church. Okay, well, that's interesting. Letter written during last August. Maybe so the letter at the last of August would be a towel. Bill of fare. Okay, that looks like this could be a bus ticket. What's here? Tea time talk. Okay. Well, okay. So, yeah, I think maybe we do have a bus ticket. And, okay, so then maybe this could be to hitch here, right? So maybe this is kind of an eloping thing, perhaps. I don't know. No, I didn't want to change that. Okay, and now, you know, I can actually go right through this black. I think that bothers some people, but I kind of like it. Juice obtained from luscious apples. All I can think of is maybe sap. And I can't get the cursor to move here. So, homing bird from the Iron Age. I wouldn't know. I guess we're talking about a pigeon. It's the only homing bird I know. 40 winks in Annapolis could be a nap. Outdo. So out. Maybe a picnic. I mean, these things are interesting to me. If I have something, at least a letter, I have something to work with, you know what I mean? And I like that, I can generally find some sort of context in there. Number 1, in France's part of speech. Or probably maybe beginning with our nouns or something. Die of cold. 3 and 4. Maybe it could be if we're talking about a die, we're talking about maybe ice cube, like a cube. Yeah, these are nice to have. See, I'm gonna go with nouns. Yeah, this is what it sure feels like to me. So why not? And the hey. Do not disclose somewhat foolish idea. Hide? Yeah, this is a little, perhaps on the too easy side. I probably really need something a little bit in between this and the cryptic, but I really enjoyed the opportunity to practice these techniques. Exhaustion of unruly dissenter. Some news vendor's conclusion. Some news vendor's conclusion. So maybe the END from there. More than one spoke. So this could be radii. You ever hear my voice get a little lower? It's because I'm not sure. I don't have confidence at all. I'm trying to kind of whisper in case I'm wrong. RACs, RACs, new vehicles. I'm assuming these are cars. I don't know. And I guess exhaustion from unruly dissenter could be tiredness. So let's see, how did we do, Bob? And it would appear that we did okay. And it kind of felt good too. But again, this was an opportunity to kind of do a little bit of learning, do a little bit of practicing here. And of course, I'm just thrilled to death that you're doing this practice with me, that you're being here. It's a show of support, and I really do appreciate that. Go ahead and say to you, Masquerade, our setter. Very well done. It's a beautiful grid. It really is right there where I needed it to be, in my learning stage as, the old tired yank, so to speak. But I absolutely loved it. And so thank you so much for a wonderful job of constructing this grid. One last sip of wine before I get to editing and uploading. And so until we see you tomorrow, be good to yourselves and your friends and your neighbors. Tomorrow I'll be trying the Cryptic for the first time. Hope I don't bomb that. But until we see you tomorrow, ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag noch. And take a few minutes every time you get an opportunity to do something nice for the person behind you in line. And we will see you on the morrow. Until then, just be well. Cheers.